everyone, so I'm starting to get ready to do my Tinos album. So this will be very small compared to some of my others because this was literally just a day trip, but it was to another Greek island and I like to keep the Greek islands separate. And yeah, I just wanted to do a little album of it. I did have quite a few photos, so it warrants its own little book. I'm going to use this one. This has got huge rings. There's only 40 pages, I think. Not even that. I think there's 20 odd, so it'd be 40 sides. So it's not a big album at all, but that's the reason why I picked it, because obviously I don't have as much stuff for this album, so it won't be a huge one. But I think I got this from Wilko's quite a few years back. They obviously aren't in business anymore, so they don't sell them, but they were a really good size book. And yeah, the rings are obviously massive, so it's always got room to grow. So I'm going to use that one. So this is my little pocket of stuff that I collected whilst I was there. Obviously got the photos, so there's about just short of 50 photos. So it is actually, yeah, quite substantial. It's bigger than some of my other little projects that I've done, but it's yeah, a good size amount of photos for an album. So those are those, and then I don't have that much sort of ephemera and things that I picked up, because as I said, we were only there for the day, so we don't have any accommodation, or we didn't even need transport apart from getting to the island. We didn't need any transport around. So I do have our ferry tickets in there. We obviously took the ferry both ways, so there's 2 sets of tickets in there. There's postcards. I actually got a postcard of the island, which is amazing. It's a very small island. All the words are a bit blurred, but for me that's perfect. It's absolutely fine. It doesn't affect me. It's just the fact that I got a map postcard, which I sometimes fail in the sort of the smaller areas. We went for breakfast, so this was like a menu, and I like it because obviously it's got the Greek language in there and stuff like that, so it's just extra little bits. A map. We've bought some little souvenirs, and I even ripped that off our breakfast mat sort of thing. So yeah, just a few little bits, but mainly photos for this one. But yeah, as I said, I wanted to do it separate because it is its own island. So yeah, so those are the photos and bits. So I've decided to do the same sort of theme as Mykonos because it was the same trip, and I liked how Mykonos came out, and with the photos it just seemed, I don't know, it just fitted a bit nicely. So instead of silver though, I've changed it to gold. So I'm still using this creative paper collection from Make and Create, and I've used a fair bit of it actually. There's quite a few bits missing now, but there's still plenty to go with, and that's why I thought, well, I might as well use a bit more. I didn't use any of the papers, so I might be able to use some of the papers. But yeah, some of the cut parts and all that have disappeared now, so there's not as many. But as I said, there's still plenty to go off, and it just encourages me to use it even more. So yeah, still quite a few, like obviously a whole sheet. They do come with, I think, like 3 sheets of each, or 2 sheets. So yeah, still plenty. But I didn't get to use a lot of the gold embellished things because I didn't want gold in the Mykonos album. It was more silver, so I'll be able to use more of the gold here. So I've used all the blues, stars and hearts, but none of the gold ones, so I'm going to try and use those. And then I'm just going to use this 6x6 paper pad, the Stars Shining. I did pull this out for Mykonos, but I didn't use any of it because I had enough paper with my other little paper pad and my 12x12. But I'm going to use this for the paper. It's just, yeah, same sort of theme, blues, purples and pinks, with all sort of like stars and things like that on it. But obviously the few things that I have changed, I don't have many stickers left at all from the Mykonos album. I actually used all of them, but I did use all my washi tape as well. So I want to use this washi tape. I've been wanting to use this washi tape for a long time, and finally I think I can use it for this one because it's just lovely. The colours suit it with the purples and pinks and blues, and this is why I went with gold, because one, this had gold in it anyway, so I knew it was going to match, but it has the gold writing. It says beautiful day on it. So, and obviously it was a day trip, so I just thought it was really nice. And as I said, I've been wanting to use it for a long time. There's not much on it, which is good because obviously I want to try and use it up. So obviously using a really thick roll doesn't help that. for just a single day trip. But I am going to use this gold as well. Again, there's not loads on this one, but it's like a iridescent gold. It's not a plain gold, so I thought that would look quite nice with it as well, just to add a little gold pop behind the washi tape. So yes, I'm hoping to use these two washi tapes up. So I still have these sticky notes that I wanted to use. I enjoyed using these for my journaling because obviously they're lined. So I will be using a few more of those, and I'm still using these little purple ones. I used a little bit in my Mykonos album, but not loads, because I was using these and I had another set as well, so I didn't really use these as much as I'd like to. So I'm going to use those ones as well on there. I've still got some cat stickers left, which is fine because I've still got some cat pictures to scrapbook in this album, so I'll be using the rest of these cats for the Tinos part of the trip. So yeah, I'm going to use those up. And then I did use my purple gems, but I still have the last remaining gems on this sheet are the gold and the light blue ones, so I'm going to use those up as well, just as another, you know, just going to use them up and get rid of them because they've been in my stash for a long time and they never seem to end. So those are those. And then I do have these Make and Create full. There's actually, it says there's 2 sheets, but that doesn't look like 2 sheets to me. I don't remember using these, but maybe I did. But yeah, so these are just stickers, £1 stickers. So then, oh yeah, there is 2 sheets. So yeah, should be able to use at least 1 sheet of those up. Because obviously there is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 on each. So yeah, should be able to use at least 1 sheet of those up. The other little bits, as I said, there's not too much on this album because it's a very small album, but I am going to try and use some gold stars. So I use up all my silver stars, so I do have a gap here, so I can put some more sequins in at some point when I get around to doing that. But I do have loads of golds. I don't use gold as often. Oh. So yeah, I'm looking forward to using some of these gold stars. They're just small ones. I do also have the larger gold stars, but they're a slightly different gold. So we'll see. I don't know which one I will use, but I do like the smaller ones really. But yeah, so I do have those. So I'm going to try and use those. I do think about using these little shells, but we didn't go to the beach or anything like that, so I'm not sure. But there's the nice sort of colours that go with it, so I might do. Depends on whether I feel like I could do with more embellishments or not. So yeah, so I'm going to use those gold stars definitely. And then just the other bits and pieces, same from Mykonos. I'm going to use the Shaded Lilac Distress Spray Stain, and then I'm going to try and use this a bit more. I'm still going through my Mykonos album and adding this as I go because, as I said, I can't close my book when it's drying, so I can't do it as I'm doing the pages, but I would like to use a bit more of this Pops of Colour from scrapbook.com because it is nice and it suits it really. The colours are just perfect. So yeah, I'd like to use those. So yeah, so I'm going to crack on with the album. The aim is really to get this done by the end of September. It's currently the 13th of September. No, it's not. It's the 14th of September as I'm filming this. So I've got 2 weeks, but I do go on holiday in a couple of weeks' time. So I'm hoping to get this done. As I said, it's a very small album. And then a big album is coming up, which is my Romania album, which was a week-long trip, but we did loads. So I think there's about 300 or 400 photos there, plus lots and lots of bits that I collected. So that'll be a big album. I'm hoping to complete that in October, just in time for us to go to Japan. So yeah, we will see how we get on, but hopefully I can get this album done and you'll see it shortly. So thank you very much. Bye.